Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Very interesting statements coming from the Russians in Crimea, and it comes from Reuters, and I don't know exactly what these guys mean by the statements, but let's figure it out. This article comes from Reuters, as I said, August 19, 2022. Russia's Black Sea Fleet completing its task quoted commander as saying, Russia's Black Sea Fleet is set to receive 12 new vessels alongside additional aviation and land-based vehicles in 2022, newly appointed Commander Vice Admiral Viktor Sokolov said on Friday, state-owned TASS news agency reported. Is that how they say about when they talk about PBS, or when they talk about, BBC, state-owned? No, they have to, so they make sure that you got, so this is Putin's BS, we got it. And even if they would say that, I mean, you don't put BBC to TASS, right? BBC is Giorno. And I'm quoting, the Black Sea Fleet is participating in the special military operation and is successfully completing all the tasks set for it. TASS quote him as telling a group of young officers. State-owned news agency RIA again said on Wednesday that Sokolov had been appointed head of the Black Sea Fleet. He replaced Igor Osipov, its head since 2019, after a series of setbacks. That's what you think. The week before, blasts at an airbase in Crimea destroyed much of one of Fleet's air regiments. What? The week before, blasts at an airbase in Crimea destroyed much of one of the Fleet's air regiments. I thought this is okay, well, I thought this was like new vessels alongside additional aviation. All right, well, this guy must be knowing what he's talking about. In April, the Fleet's flagship, the cruiser Moskva, was sunk in the Ukrainian defense ministry. Excuse the noise. They caught the neighbor posting videos like me, and now they cut him to pieces. So after they're done with this guy's left arm, they're gonna move here. So wish me luck. So in April, the fleet flagship, the cruiser Moskva, was sunk in what Ukraine's defense minister said was a missile strike. 2 months later, the Black Sea Fleet withdrew from the strategically vital Snake Island near the Ukrainian port of Odessa. Russia refers to its military campaign in Ukraine as a special military operation aimed at demilitarizing and denazifying Ukraine, and in quotation marks. Both Kiev and Western governments say that it is a pretext for an imperial-style war of conquest. Well, okay. Well, let's put it in this context. You have a country, let's say Serbia / Yugoslavia, however you want to call it. And in that country, something happens, let's say Serbia, and something happens in Belgrade. And then the government in Belgrade is overthrown by the Russians, let's say. With the help of the Russians, the traitors in Serbia overthrow a democratically, we like democracy, elected government, who's legitimate. So they go to take over, okay? The legitimate government and the president run to United States of America because they're afraid to be killed by the Russian-backed traitors, right? Okay. Then once this guy installed and have a seat in their chairs in Belgrade, the capital of Serbia, then you got the Albanians in one province, one part of Serbia saying, you know what, we don't like that. We don't recognize you guys. We don't recognize the guys who just sat down on the chairs in Belgrade. So we want something else. We want an autonomy. We want something. And then let's say the guy who sat down is Milosevic. He said, okay, send the tanks over there and take care of those Albanians in Kosovo. And the Kosovo, the Albanians over there say, no, we're going to fight back. So they start fighting against the tanks sent by the Serbs. Serbian army goes to Kosovo to destroy them. All right. And then the Albanians try to help them from Albania with weapons, with whatever. United States tried to help them with that. And eventually, it's a fight between the Albanians Albanian population within Serbia and the Serbian army, and they're fighting, and the Albanians are held by the Western community. And at one point, Albania said, you know what, guys, stop, you're killing our people here, and you're destroying our this, and it's a genocide, you attack our people, we're going to intervene, let's talk, stop. Okay, they talk, they got to an agreement that stop, cease fire, they will organize elections, they will discuss the autonomy maybe of Kosovo within Serbia. And then all of a sudden, again, the fight starts. I don't know who started, but it doesn't matter, they start fighting again. And then Albania said, you know what, I'm just going to help my Albanian friends because the Serbian military is killing our people. So they intervene and they start fighting, Albania with Serbia. All right, so this is how, for instance, happened in Ukraine. Is it possible? So when we have this statement, Russia refers to its military campaign in Ukraine as a special military operation. Put Russia in the context of Albania. So Russia is Albania, comes for its Albanians in Kosovo to help them because the Serbs are killing them, commit genocide. Okay? So it says, aimed at demilitarizing and denazifying Ukraine. Both Kiev and Western governments, right, say it is a pretext for an imperial-style war of conquest. So that means Albania use this as a pretense to wage war of conquest and imperial style. Is that what it is? Is that what it was when the United States bombed Serbia? Was it? So Kosovo can be independent and then be part of Albania? So, you know what I mean? Put in the same, just change a little bit the names, and you have the same examples here. And then you have, oh, no. Because you say, where was the Serbian, which all agree with, was the Serbian military killing Albanians minority in Kosovo? They would say yes. Was the Ukrainian military killing Russians in Donetsk, Luhansk? Yes. I mean, I don't understand why didn't NATO intervene as a defense alliance and help the Russians being slaughtered, like the Albanians, right, by the Serbs over there, by the Ukrainians over here. Why not? Because they are the ones who helped the guys, take over and overthrow the elected, legitimate government of Kiev in 2014. And the Minsk agreements were broken and were not implemented since 2014 until 2022. And instead of NATO coming and helping those Russians attacked by the army of Ukraine, it was Russia who helped them. And it's just a war of conquest and how do you call it, imperial style war. Is it? All right, well, if it is, my bad. So I don't know about this fleet. They're gonna get more in next year. By next year everything will be done, I think, or maybe it's gonna be a perpetual war. And I don't know if that guy was fired because he did not perform. I mean, he's got guys, he's not gonna be the guy alone making decisions. He's got people in the territory who come and report to him, and it's a group that, hey, it's a, how do you call it, I can't remember right now, a general staff that meets and they decide on what's the next move, and he has the last say, probably the main thing, or veto the actions. So it's not only him. Should everybody be, demoted or pushed aside? Sometimes you need something else. Maybe it is, maybe he failed. I think that Moscow, what do you expect? I mean, if Moscow was incapable of defending itself because of the weapons, why is this guy guilty? Why is this guy, what's his fault? Moscow was bad with his radar, could not defend itself. Do you think it was the other guy, Tom Jones over there, with Moscow all of a sudden would have a better radars and able to defend itself? No, it was the same piece of crap Moscow, the same one. The same with how do you call it, Snake Island. They put their S-300s over there and they got hit. Do you think this guy's gonna put what? He's gonna put Jesus Christ on the Snake Island and Jesus Christ is gonna block everything? He's gonna put the same installations, military installations that the Russians put. What are they gonna do? What? I mean, they're gonna attack Odessa and destroy it, or over there? Maybe that's a way of destroying, you know, positions where these guys are firing, you know, towards the Snake Island. That's a possibility. So the other ones were so dumb they could not do that. I think there's some impediments that he could not perform that. He was not that dumb. What should we do? And Emil Kosman says, yeah, you just hit the targets that hit you, okay? Oh my, man, look at this Napoleon here, you know? So I don't think there's some things that this guy is not going to be able to solve it, but it's necessary to rotate staff and all that. Anyway, good for them. We'll find out if this guy's going to do anything next year with so many vessels coming over. I don't think anything is going to change over there, but we'll find out. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.